What is happening? Let's get freaking straight into the trade recap. Had a killer trade today. Let's go over it real quick. All right, so I know I said I wasn't. I don't know if I was gonna trade Friday, but I saw price action. I woke up a little later. I woke up at 6 because initially I was going to wait for 10 a.m. to trade, but I was watching price, and you'll see why I didn't do that. But coming into the day, was leaning a little honestly was leaning pretty bullish. Reason being, tap into the new week opening gap on NQ. What do? Fully respected on the 4 hour. Put in a higher time frame bullish S&T at this intermediate term wick low here. ES coming down, taking that same intermediate term wick low. I know we already disrespected the new week opening gap on the 4 hour, but I really wasn't concerned with that. I was just watching and seeing what price itself was doing. At the hourly, I was like, okay, we have some very strong hourly displacement up. We do have London low lower down here, and I marked it out, but I didn't even really highlight it because I did not think we were going to trade lower at all. Had a 1 hour fair value gap I was kind of interested in, and yeah, that was kind of my thought process so far coming to the morning. At market open, I noticed that we had put in equal highs here on NQ where we came up, failed to take this higher time frame buy side, or yeah, higher time frame buy side liquidity level, put in a perfect equal high. So I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident that price is going to want to trade back to there. So what did I do? I waited, I was patient. 5 minutes, same deal. And let's just zoom into the 1 minute and get into the trade so we can actually learn and go over why I took this trade. So where's market open? At market open right here, saw a little movement higher, was watching this 1 minute bearish fair value gap, seeing if it was going to turn here. I initially was like, okay, bro, let me see. I thought we were going to get a flip with this candle here, this huge wick candle, but as you can see, it literally perfectly respected and closed all the way back down below the fair value gap. So I'm like, yikes. So I obviously didn't take that. And then I was watching price, and then I'm looking at NQ. What do? We come down, tap back into the new week opening gap here, and then just sweep out a lot of this low resistance 1 minute liquidity here. What does ES do? Fails to even come down and take this pre-market low. So boom, bullish S&P just got put in place. What do I see after this? I notice price is displacing higher. Boom, we just turned this fair value gap into an inverse. But for my model, I need to see confirmation in the form of a market structure shift or SMT and or SMT. What do we see? Boom, perfect change of the state of delivery right here. Perfect change of the state of delivery. Candle closing above here. What do? I notice the 1 minute inverse fair value gap. I want to get involved off the mean threshold of said fair value gap, which is just the 50% mark of it, so halfway through it. So I throw my limit there. What do? Boom, we get perfectly tapped. My stop was below this low just because it allowed for better risk to reward profile. As you can see, would have been a worse RR. And I was like, you know what? This looks too bullish to not kind of be riskier with it, and it paid off just because of how clean and obvious this move higher was. Like, this is that dumb clear, dumb obvious trade I'm talking about. When I see something like this, boom, I just need to smack it and apply risk, and I did do a decent job of that on the evals, and I'll go over that in a little. But what I was mainly wanting to see, come up and see this this internal buy side liquidity level swept, and looking at it, I had this as my risk-free point slash take profit. But I honestly went risk free before then. Like in this candle, I freaking moved my stop to break even. Because with the momentum we'd see, and I'm like, okay, bro, let's just at least deliver to that high so I could wipe my hands clean of risk. And boom, we do that. We take it basically at the same time. ES takes it a little earlier. So again, that's why I'm break even. And then I'm like, okay, 1 to 1.4 with this momentum, we could probably see little movement. So I just extended my TP to 1 to 2, and I was gonna hold for longer, but as you can see, who knows if this will end up holding, but as you can see, I was gonna potentially extend all the way up here, but we have a big series of bearish down close and an obvious 1 hour bearish fair value gap. And at this point, I'm like, okay, bro, I got my 1 to 2 RR, let's just take it off and be done for the day. So I took it off, done for the day, and totally cool with that. You could have maybe and honestly, I'm so fine with this because I targeted inside the fair value gap. If you wanted to be real, the most I would recommend is targeting the 50% mark, just because price could easily like reject off here and not necessarily trade all the way to the top of the fair value gap. So yeah, that was the trade. We'll go over the P&L executions. I got involved with oh my gosh. I got involved with 2 contracts on um on my Apex accounts. Let me pull that P&L up. These ones are, I'm battling these ones. Up 361 across all 6. So that's cool. Just gotta keep chipping away. Am I back at full drawdown? Not quite. So up a good bit on those. I took it with 20 contracts on the MFF and Lucid eval, so that's why I made 1700 passing one of these. And then pretty sure I passed, yeah, I passed the Lucid too. 1 second, I'll pull that up. So that's nice, having 2 more accounts, which is cool. I'll probably just, I don't know what I'll do with those, but either trade them the same way as I'm trading these ones, or maybe risk like 400 per trade, be a little riskier, and just make sure I'm taking higher quality stuff, as I'm still only risking 200 on the Apexes, because that's really all I need to do. It's just a matter of taking good trades and getting the balances to, let's just say 53k, then I could start risking more. It's really that simple. But what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, pull up the Lucid. But yeah, this was just a textbook beautiful setup, way to end the week, good way to end it. We do have, I think it's PMI coming out at 10, that's why I have this big old red line. But yeah. And then over on Lucid, up 1635, passing the account. So that's cool. I'll do the math on the numbers later for how much I made today. But again, it's eval money, I don't really count it. But yeah, that's cool. And that my Fun and Futures account is a daily payout account. So the goal with that, just build up a buffer, and then probably build up to like, I don't know actually, because I probably won't even try to take daily payouts just because it needs to be $500, and I'd have to risk like 250 to make 500. But I mean, taking a payout after 2 days instead of 1 is just as good, bro. Like risk 200 a trade, boom, make enough in like 3 days, take a payout, boom. You don't have to wait at all, which is kind of dope. But yeah, beautiful setup today, beautiful trade. Waited for the setup I wanted to see form. When it formed, I've applied it and had great risk, moving my stop here, recognizing, hey bro, we just tapped the new week opening gap, we had that SMT. I don't think we need to come down all the way there. So let me just get involved with tighter risk. And again, you could have even done something like this, which would have just allowed for better RR. But at the end of the day, it's just really up to what your model says. And for me, this is my model being risky. Like, we have a BPR down here we could potentially tap, so like, I don't see a world where I would ever move the stop above here. Like, going like that is just reckless, in my opinion, for my model. But yeah, that's all I got. I'll crunch some numbers real quick on how much printed. Let's say 17 plus 3,300 across those 2. Not that it matters, just for the title. I don't care. I'm just doing it so I know to be truthful in the title. Truthful and transparent. 362. So 362 times 6. That basically makes back all this week's losses too. So that's fire. Equals 2172. 2172 plus 1700 plus 1600. 5472 is what the title's gonna say, but that's not real, so don't trip. I mean, technically it is, but like, whatever. Alright, I'm freaking done before 7. Oh my gosh, dog. It's 6:50 here, I'll move it so y'all know I'm not lying. It's freaking 6:55 a.m. and I'm already done. Dope. Well, I'm gonna go on about my day. A little staccato XC here. Sheesh. Freaking pimp, dog. I love this thing so much. Yeah, but thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how you did today, if you saw anything, if you took anything. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Probably Sunday night for a little weekly outlook. Make sure you share this with your homies if they want to watch. just trying to get more views and stuff. But I appreciate you guys. Code ONO1755549 or whatever on Alpha. Link in description. You could use TradeSyncer too. And yeah, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.